a cozy winter fire. My brother's gonna teach you how to make the perfect fireplace fire. Okay. So what do you need to start a fire in a fireplace?
You need three things to do a fire. You need fuel, you need heat, and you need oxygen. These are the different kinds of fuel that you can use. This is like big logs are like the main fuel. Little like medium-sized things, like the rule of thumb for tinder, this is called tinder, is that it should be like roughly the size of your thumb. This is like the mid-weight fuel. And then there's kindling, which is things like paper or like super light sticks like this. And you basically use the stuff that burns really easily to light the stuff that burns the middle difficulty, and then use that stuff to light the big stuff. What we're going to do is basically construct a structure out of this fuel that will allow oxygen to get in and effectively combust fuel into a big burning plasma ball.
Yay, let's do it! Plasma balls!
Before we forget, we're going to open the damper. You know the damper is closed because the sign says damper closed.
Everybody should have a damper closed sign.
Everyone needs a damper closed sign. If you don't know what the damper is, it's the door that leads to the chimney. And you need to open that so that the house doesn't fill with smoke and your dad doesn't get pissed. Damper's open. We're going to build what's called a log cabin style. A lot of people just call it a log cabin style. It's one of the two most popular styles of building a fire. And we're going to start by putting down a couple of big logs at the bottom. So I got one here and then I got one from a previous fire back there. And in the bottom layer, we're going to put a bunch of kindling. So that's the paper and the stuff that burns really easily.
This is the Christmas edition, so we're using wrapping paper.
Exactly, it's the Christmas edition. It's like crumpled up with lots of space in between to allow the oxygen to flow freely. This is a part that a lot of people forget, is that fires need oxygen.
So just putting in a flat piece of paper is not going to do anything?
Yeah, or worse, like I've seen people try to start a fire with a stack of paper.
They're just trying to cover up?
They're trying to like destroy documents or something. But the thing is, if you're trying to destroy the documents, you need to crumple them in individual sheets, and then that allows you to get the oxygen flowing, which will destroy the document effectively. So we're just going to basically take all these things here and lightly kind of place them in the bottom of the fire. Fluffing it. And then I'm going to take these little things here, which are...
You're fluffing it?
Fluffing it, yeah. So there's oxygen in it. I like to get a fire really stoked. And then, anyway. Yeah, these things I'm just going to basically lay across the top here. This is like the first layer of the log cabin, kind of. So the next step is to layer on some tinder. We're going to do that by, again, this is the base. So we're going to go the opposite direction, perpendicular to the base. The main thing is just that as you build it, you want to go like perpendicular to each other. This is why they call it a log cabin, because it kind of takes on this look. I'm doing it like this to leave lots of room. You see how there's lots of spaces? Oxygen. And then I'm going to finish it off with one of these big logs. That's so that all of the things that catch fire underneath this giant log will burn this giant log, and then the giant log, which takes the longest to burn, will have the most time and the most fuel to help it burn. There's one more thing that we're going to do here, which is related to the fact that it's cold outside and we have a chimney that we have to worry about. We're basically going to heat up the air in the chimney to get an upward draft going, because if we didn't do that, the cold air that's sitting in the chimney would potentially force the hot air out into the room. Right? So the smoke, instead of going up the chimney, would get blocked by the cold air and would go out. So we're just gonna like turn on this wicked blowtorch and just heat up the air in the chimney for a minute. Dom, would you care to light the fire?
Give it to me!
You can use matches or a lighter or some other kind of reasonable source of heat.
But a real man lights his fire with Burnzomatic.
Burnzomatic.